Kia ora everyone, welcome to Plunge Comic Book Convention, 116 Bank Street Whangarei, sort of in the final moments. We're wrapping things up at the moment. Hugely successful this year again, even built on more than what we did last year. I'm joined on the couch by event creator and mastermind Aru Singh. Aru, lovely to have you here.
Thank you, man.
I guess, you know, sort of from my perspective, it's been a really good event. I think we had more people turning up in cosplay this year than what we did last year.
I love that. I thought it was just, the cosplay was awesome.
It was. It really was just another level. So for me, sort of seeing how it's progressed from last year to this year has been a real treat. But as someone who's kind of seen it through its initial inception, the first year, obviously we're in the fourth year now. How does this year sort of feel for you?
Well, like this is like the last leg of the next step up. You know, like 4 years of just the hard yakka.
Yep.
And then like now we've kind of like proven that we can do it.
Yes.
Proven that my team is able to do it. I've got a good team behind me, good support base, and it was kind of like. There it was like, and it was basically my mind whether can I do it, can I not do it, do I have the support to do it, or is it a struggle? And then like, it's a nerve-wracking thing because you're trying to put on something that's important for the community, and I think now we've gotten to a point. I think the teamwork has proven that they are willing to back it.
Yeah, I think the big thing for me this year that I noticed the most is that everything ran a lot more smoothly. Last year, it being slightly bigger, also bigger can obviously lead to a little bit more chaotic times.
Yeah.
But this year definitely felt like everything ran sort of nice and smoothly. We were able to read the audience in terms of like, making sure we were talking with everyone, letting them know what's going on.
Right.
You obviously stepped a little bit more back this year.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
Well, look, I mean, like, I've done this sort of stuff before, all right? And so, like, in different events, different places, I've come out of youth work. So I've always been able to say, put people forward and let them step up. And I've always wanted that. And so, but sometimes you can't always do that because sometimes the people you put forward might be a bit hesitant, but when we went through this year, I talked to my team, put in new people into places that was, and I said to them, do you want to do this? And can you do this? And they said, yeah. And I said, okay, now I can step back.
Yeah.
Because if they can do it, then I don't need to do it.
No. And it looked, from an outsider's perspective, it looked like you were a lot more relaxed.
Yeah.
And you were, if people needed you, they were able to come to you, and you were able to provide that guidance. Sort of, now that you have been able to let go of the reins a little bit, how has that been for you in general as a person?
Yeah, well, I mean, it felt good today. I mean, like, look, I've spent a lot of time talking to Jason, to Eats, to Lynette, and I said, hey.
And these guys are all part of the team, yeah?
They're part of the team now. So it was like, can you do that? And they were like, yeah. I said, can you do that? I said, yeah. Can you take a charge of that? Yeah. And so when they take charges of different things, they were like, yeah. And I'm like, you're in charge of that. And it's like, I like when you have people who go, and then you can just say, well, then I'll support you for whatever, because I will be there for you, whatever you need. And so you watch today, I'd go, somebody would come up, go, blah, 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 and I go,
yeah, that person. Yeah, cool.
And this person's in charge today for you. She'll look after you. And then, like, the other thing, like, look, there was problems. We had some little minor problems. And Lynette would come up and go, there was a problem. I have solved it. It's all good. Just want to let you know it's happened. So, and that's awesome.
Yeah. What, for you, as it's grown each year, I'm sure with each year there have been these little magic moments or little things that have kind of stuck out in your head. What do you think with this year's event has been the one moment that you've gone, that's it.
Well, basically not having to have my finger on everything, on the pulse.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
it. It was like I don't have to be like, which is what I want. I don't want to have my finger on the pulse. I want to be able to give people the authority to run it. And here's the thing, right? So I would say, like, they would come to me and they'll say this, and I'll go this, and they go, well, I have this idea. I say, well, it's yours.
Yeah,
I walk away.
awesome.
You take care of it. I'm gone.
Yeah.
You decide, right?
Yeah,
and
which
that's
is cool.
because like they decide. I don't have to be the guy to tell everybody what to do or the answer man. I don't have to be that.
Yep. Nice. Well, I mean, as I said, as someone who MC'd for the first time this year, second year doing videos with my wonderful colleague Andrew, who's behind the camera, and also Tony, who's the photographer, we've been able to capture some incredible footage, some different sorts of interviews compared to last year as well.
Yeah.
There's one that we did with Northland Horror, absolutely hilarious, and you know, there's been definitely a lot of likes and shares on Facebook as well.
Awesome.
So. It's also been nice to see a larger volume of people, and that volume also increase in cosplay as well, because that's an area that's got a ton of growth.
Yeah,
ton of growth.
I mean, when you actually have a page, and I also want to thank Andrew. Andrew's been with us from the start, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Andrew's been with us from the start.
Andrew is behind the camera.
Yeah.
Well, for those of you that don't know, Andrew is also my co-host on Northland Artists Conversation. If you check that out as well.
Right, so cosplay, right? So there's actually a group called Northland Cosplay.
Yes.
Or Cosplay Northland. So, and there's two groups actually. So, you know, like last year when I came out of it, we pushed cosplay a bit, introduced that group to Plunge, and then this year I was like, you know, I love anime, and I love people dressing up. I love masks. I have so many masks at home. I have costumes and stuff. I want to build my own as well. I've got someone who's going to build one for me next year made out of my own character, right?
Yeah.
So I've got, you know, when I've got someone actually wearing my superhero that I've created for my niece
absolutely.
as a costume,
Yeah.
you know, that is brilliant. And why not make it available for other people to dress up, win competitions? We put a lot up for the prizes because we believed that was the important thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's been a good year. So next year, what's the game plan?
Okay, so the game plan is next year we're going large.
Okay.
And
About time.
We're going to Kerikeri.
Yes.
And we got invited to go. We got asked, not invited. We got asked to do something further up north for that community. And we said, let us think about it. Took 6 months. Last year we were asked, why don't you do Forum North? And I'm like, I'm not ready. When I'm ready, and I know I have my team behind me and they're capable of doing it, like today.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
If I know my team's ready, and then I can introduce more people to that stage. See, we go to Kerikeri, the thing is, it's about experience, right?
Yeah, it is. Definitely about experience.
If you don't get experience, you don't get merit. You don't learn new things to do. And so when you learn new things, you move to the next stage, and to the next stage. So when we come back to Whangarei after Kerikeri, we're going to go large.
Yep.
So I haven't decided which building.
Okay, cool. So venue yet to be decided.
Yep.
We know that Kerikeri is going to be the weekend of Waitangi weekend.
Yep.
So everyone keep an eye out for that.
Yep.
And next year in Whangarei, July as well.
It's July. This year's 9th, right? July 8th. So we're moving backwards in our numbers.
Where are we going to be? Are we going to be 116?
No.
Whoa.
No.
Where are we going?
We're either going to Forum North or we're going to that place that has too many name changes.
The Ledge?
What is that?
Is it? What's it called? The one that had... Okay. But
Toll,
look, so...
what was Toll? Is it Toll?
Oh, Semenov Stadium.
Semenov?
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
that,
either this. So,
look, we're going big.
We worked... Look, my CFO, Jason Reed, and I worked our butts off for about almost 3 months of this year chasing after funding. Like, seriously, I mean it. Like, 3 months, and my brain was fried. Like, numbers. And so we're like this event like this one here, it cost us $5 grand, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at all the effort, if I have one of my people come down, they lost work, $100 for not being paid by being here today.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. So, you know, and so you've got people who, you know, like you guys, right, doing media and stuff. You've got people who actually turn up, pay to be here, like our stall holders and stuff, our sponsors, you know, that everybody's putting money into what we do. It's not, you know, it's not easy what they do for us, but they do it because they believe in this community.
Sure.
They believe in the children in this community. They believe in the youth. They want to give us something positive. And so when they saw us doing for the third year last year that we were doing something positive, they said, why don't you come up north?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Kerikeri location to be decided. Whangarei location.
Is it Turners?
Turners Centre in Kerikeri.
Yep.
And location to be decided for Whangarei next
Yeah.
year. So,
So
guys, let's get behind this.
Yeah.
It's going to be a huge event. Two events for next year. My name's Mark Kelly. I've been the host and MC. Aru Singh, who is the genius mastermind. This has been
The fool behind the man.
This has been Plunge Comic Book Convention 2022.
Yeah.
See you guys soon.
Thank you so much.